to episode 2 of Busting Argyle Myths. I'm Stephanie Wilson with Magnolia Realty and your Argyle Insider, and I'm here again with Will Woods. He's the team leader for Magnolia Realty, and Shane Campbell from Lending Edge Mortgage. And we are going to bust the myth that we hear a lot. I can't afford Argyle.
Yeah, you know what? I hear that all the time, and it is truly a myth. And so let's bust that today.
Okay.
All right. So, what is the median sales price here in Argyle?
Well, this year, the median sales price in Argyle ISD, which some people, it's different. Argyle proper, or most people are talking about Argyle ISD when they're talking about Argyle. It's $452,000.
Okay.
That's the median price.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now I know we're in a different market. We're going into a different time of the year. Markets change just like the seasons do, right? So homes, are they sitting a little longer these days?
Well, here's the thing. This last month, the average days on market was 40.
Okay.
A year ago, the same time, it was 49. But what
I would have thought that.
Yeah, here's what's changed, and this
Okay.
makes all the difference. Our inventory. So we have 73 pre-owned homes in Argyle proper right now, whereas last year we had 49. So it's
Gotcha.
almost doubled.
Yeah, it has. So I bet that is really motivating for sellers and their willingness to negotiate.
That's right.
Okay.
Because we're seeing homes sit on the market a little bit longer, but they have a lot more competition. So we're seeing price reductions all the time, left and right.
Yeah.
So a seller may have priced their house appropriately 3 months ago when it went on the market, but now it's obviously not, and so they're having to do some price reductions. So that gives buyers the opportunity to hopefully negotiate a pretty good price.
So all the more reason to listen to your realtor.
Yeah.
That's right. That's a good idea. People should do that more often.
Will, do you have anything to add about that?
Well, I do, because when she talks about price, reductions, I always think we're just adjusting to the current market conditions.
Yeah.
That's all. It doesn't mean your house is worth less or anything like that. It just means the market changed.
Correct.
That's all. I mean, it doesn't even mean that your realtor did a poor job initially.
That's true.
That's not true either. All it means is the market changed, and as you're the people that you hired to stand shoulder to shoulder with you and do this, it's our job to say the market changed. We're going to have to adjust your price to be with the current market conditions.
And just like I said earlier, it changes like the seasons, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple as that. So, driving up and down 377 and 407, you see this new construction everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy the homes that are being built. So, tell me a little bit about those developments.
Well, you asked if Argyle was affordable. Did you know that you can get a brand new house in Argyle with a 2 in front of it?
No.
Wow.
Yeah. So
How many zeros?
high 2s, but over in Harvest, which is a fabulous community, and it's in the Argyle ISD boundaries, or a lot of it is, and the Harvest town side. They're super cute patio homes, and they enjoy all of the same Harvest amenities. And so you can get those starting in the high 2s. And then if you want a little bit of a larger lot, you can get 50, 60, 75, 70-foot wide lots over in Harvest, up to, 400, 500, 600,000 over there.
Yeah.
And then you can go over to Trailwood. They're in the town of Flower Mound, but they still enjoy Argyle ISD, 2.2% taxes over there.
Yeah.
They've got the Flower Mound tax. Their pool's almost ready, and you can get 50 and 60-foot wide lots in the probably the low 400s going into the 5s.
Now, I may have this fact wrong about Troa, but isn't every home there on the greenbelt?
That's right.
Okay.
That's one of the things
Yeah.
that
Wow.
sets that neighborhood apart.
That's cool.
A lot of people don't know that. It's a real hilly, undulating hills in there, and every home has a nice little greenbelt spot.
Yeah, it's right there at 1171.
Pretty cool.
So you have that country type feeling,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely,
That's
it's really
cool.
cool. Then you got Canyon Falls, just right across the street.
Right.
And the lion's share of Canyon Falls, there's 2 school districts, right? You got Northwest ISD on one side, but the majority of it's Argyle ISD. And that's where Flower Mound comes in. So lion's share of those homes are sitting inside of Flower Mound at 2.2% tax, and you can get a home there starting in the high 3s, going all the way up to the 7s.
Right.
And they do have a new section that's going to be opening up soon. There's going to be homes that are 70-foot lots. Those are going to start in the 5s. And then there's going to be some bigger lots, like 90-foot wide lots, some big ones. Those are going to be in the 6s, 7s, on up, maybe even starting to sniff the 8s.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
But those are going to be at 2.8% tax, that new section. And so right now is the time to go buy one because they're at 2.2.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, those will be gone soon, and when those are gone, that's not going to come back.
That's right.
So which one is it that has the lower HOA where the utility, the cable, internet's included?
Well, I think it's interesting on the HOA because you've got the scale, right? So you've got Harvest that has an HOA, a pretty low HOA. They have a smart home system that's included with that, as well as they have cable and internet included, okay, but not front yard maintenance. Then over in Canyon Falls, they have a higher HOA, but front yard maintenance is included on the homes, and it gives it a nice common look throughout the community, as well as internet and cable. So you sort of put them on a scale because they contain different items.
Right.
You mean I wouldn't have to mow?
You wouldn't have to mow.
I could do it all with you. Right?
No, they'll even take care of the backyard for you for another like $15 a month or a week.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So we know new construction is very prominent here in Argyle. What about the pre-owns? Are there any pre-owns?
Well, before we move to that, if you don't mind, you sit here in Argyle. Those are in the ETJ. Let us talk. There's a couple communities here in Argyle that I think we definitely want to hit on. You've got Waterbrook as you're coming right up here to 377 and 407. You can actually get a home in there. They're going to be starting in the 3s. And so that's Argyle proper in the 3s. They're going to be 40-foot wide lots, 50-foot wide lots, and 70-foot wide lots. And then you got Lakes of Argyle right over here, beautiful lots. Some of them as big as half an acre. All right, those are going to be semi-custom to custom homes, and it's going to be, the builders are going to be Southgate and Our Country Homes. They're going to start in the 5s. Now, both of those neighborhoods have a little bit higher tax rate to fund the infrastructure under it that wasn't put on the citizens of Argyle. That infrastructure was put onto the residents that are going to be in those communities.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But don't forget about 5T Ranch.
Oh, I love that neighborhood.
That's such a beautiful neighborhood, and a lot of those Phase 2 lots that have the trees in the back, the exterior lots, they're already gone.
Yeah.
So that's one of the last communities that has that 2.3% tax in Argyle proper, right down the street from the country club, right by the elementary school.
That's cool.
Those are
The
custom
location
homes.
of that one is probably one of the best.
Yeah, about a
It's
third
just
of an
pretty.
acre,
Yeah,
and
there on Country Club Drive is pretty.
yeah, you can get it in the mid 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way up to what you want to
Well,
spend,
yeah,
really.
it's
But
custom,
but you can
so-
get definitely mid-5s.
Yeah.
Right.
That's cool.
Awesome. Well, now what about the pre-owns? Are there any on the market?
Oh, of course there is. We just talked about it a second ago. It's like 73, right? And there's actually more than that because then you get out into the unincorporated sections, right? Or you get into the ETJs. There's a lot of pre-owns on the market in this area. There's a lot of cool opportunities. No matter your lifestyle, there's a house for you. Whether you want to be on a small lot in a master planned community or you want to raise animals on 100 acres. Okay, there's an opportunity in Argyle, and they go all the way from 300,000 up into the millions.
You know, it's funny is a lot of times when somebody says they want to move out to Argyle, I sit down and have like a consultation with them.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell you how many people start out saying, I want an acre. I want an acre in Argyle. And we start talking through that. Like, what's important to you about having that acre? And what do you like to do on the weekends? Oh, well, it sounds like you're pretty busy with sports, and you travel a lot, and so we start looking at what this acre is, and then maybe we'll find a third or a half an acre on an exterior lot, and then they start realizing maybe I don't need an acre. Well, okay, so maybe I can get a nicer house on a smaller lot. So it's just an education thing, and because we live out here and we know the different things that we can show them, it helps them start realizing what is it that they're really looking for. They want elements of that lifestyle, but maybe they don't really need what they originally thought that they need.
I agree.
So.
It's very important.
I agree wholeheartedly because I wish somebody had told me that 10 years ago because I mow a lot.
You got a lot of animals to feed too. You got a whole farm going on over there.
So guys, I know the viewers are wondering this. And so I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
All right? What do you do to set yourself apart and to negotiate for your buyers?
Okay, that's a super important question. The things that Stephanie and I had the opportunity to visit about this a little bit today, and we truly believe that it's all about working with somebody local. It's working with someone that has the local relationships. And if you bring in somebody from outside of this area and they go to write a contract on the land and they don't know about rollback taxes, they don't know about ag exemptions, they don't know about wells, they don't know about septic tanks, they don't understand these things, or they put somebody into a brand new subdivision not realizing that 407 is getting ready to get widened, right? And they put them to a house right up. There's so much local knowledge that matters, but it's the relationships that we have with the builders that matter even more than that.
Builder relationships are huge. Because they know us. I mean, there could be an outside realtor come in and the builder's like, but we have really strong relationships with all of the builders in this area. And So I think that really helps us have a leg up. And sometimes we save people, $20,000-$30,000 off of
Very
list
often.
price when they go in with a realtor, a local realtor.
Yeah.
Somebody from our team.
So it sounds like that you may frequent the P&Z meetings to know all that
Yes,
stuff,
we
right?
do. We might even have been known to live blog those while we're sitting in there, either on Facebook or
Facebook
Instagram.
Live?
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy being there. That's my responsibility to the people that want to live in Argyle. It's my responsibility to know what's happening.
I agree.
right.
And as a real estate professional, I need to be sitting in there. It's very rare that I see another real estate agent sitting in these meetings.
Really?
There's definitely a couple other local agents though that make it a priority to be there.
Yeah.
And that's why I say work with a local, even if it's not us. Work with a local real estate agent.
I would 100% agree.
Okay.
It's important.
Yep.
It's important.
And let's also talk about, when we're talking about negotiating, it's also important to help them, we hook them up with local lenders, local title companies. That also goes into play when we're helping them get a good deal. So
I've lost deals when I've literally taken in buyers with a Bank of America pre-approval or a Chase or a Wells Fargo. Not to say they're not bad banks.
Nothing against
they
them, yeah,
just the sellers know there's a high likelihood that thing could fall apart.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
but when we take them in with a local lender, such as Shane Campbell, we have a much higher likelihood of getting this home sold. A lot of times the homeowner knows who you are. They've sat next to you at the football games, right? They
Sure.
know who you are.
Yeah.
And so that's a really important thing. And then we think, we have a great local title company, Independence Title.
Yep.
We want you to work with these people that know the area.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
super important.
Hey, thank you for that plug.
hey, sure, it was free.
So a lot of great information. And I think what I'm hearing is Argyle is affordable for first-time home buyers.
Yeah.
If you can get a home with a 2 in front of it, with only 2 other zeros behind it, for move-uppers, and then retirees.
Oh, yeah.
right.
So
Oh, yeah.
it sounds to me that we've busted the myth.
I
Yeah.
think we've busted that myth.
Awesome.
All day.
Awesome.
So, all right, so we're working on some other ones for you. If you have any ideas, send them in, and if we pick yours, you'll get a free Magnolia wreath sent to you. So,
Awesome.
thanks, guys, for
Yep.
doing this.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Our pleasure.
we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steph.